Guys, welcome back to another not too shabby video. I wanted to make a card actually using the Chill Day dies, which I haven't really used, and like if you follow my channel a lot, you probably noticed that I basically scan and cut everything out because sometimes lining these out are hard. One thing I will say is the scan and cut makes natively doing sentiments really hard, so having the sentiments are really super helpful. And this is the stamp set, and you may have seen that in the Hop video. Additionally, I pulled in some of this green gingham. This was from last month's paper pad of the month. It's the summer gingham. Although, feel free to change up the colors here. But I was thinking, and this is the little focal piece that I stamped out. It says ice cream fixes everything, and just give that a color in a minute. But I was thinking that it would be good to use the actual dies to create a pattern paper. And that's sort of what I did here. And we can either do this way or the other way. Um, what sometimes will happen, and you can see it here, is you'll get sort of a double line if it cuts a little bit strangely. Oh, you can see it right here. So, like, if you don't like that, you can just do it the opposite way. I don't think in the finished card it's going to make a terrible amount of difference one way or the other. So let's just get our sentiment colored up. I'm going to do something I've been enjoying a lot, which is using these tri-blends. So I think I'll do pink ice cream and then brown cone. And what I've been actually liking a lot is with these ice creams to sort of use the differing shades in the tri-blend to basically make sort of a twist ice cream or a swirl or whatever. Let me know what those are called in your area, but I always remember them as sort of a twist. So we'll assume that this is some sort of berry twist as I just do a quick color here. And I was just thinking, and like as I was thinking about this project, I was thinking, I don't really use dyes a ton generally, um, but I've been trying to be better about it. And I do find that if you pre-die cut, if you're die cutting, if you die cut extra stuff, it is often pretty nice just to have those around, especially sentiments. But that's pretty much all we have to do there, and we are good to go with that. And I think we can start working on the card. I did get a bunch of summer card bases from Hobby Lobby, so I don't know. I'm going with sort of a mint theme because this paper almost exactly matches this, although not quite, of course, but the cardstock is Recollections, and I am just going to glue this down and then piece in the ice creams from from this color paper. I actually wound up doing a couple of these cards, and I think this will be a lot of fun once we get it done. I'm a big fan of summer, so I was really happy when I saw that this month's theme was ice cream. So I am pretty elated about that, and I'm just going to line this up and push it down. And of course, I actually like the tri-blend markers to burnish with too because they're flat on one side. But just basically squeegee out the glue with a tool of your choice. And if you have a little area that like pops up like this, you can go and grab a piece of scrap and just put a little bit dollop of glue on the on the edge of the scrap. I guess that's hard to see. Then you can just sort of slide it under here, and it will. Whoop, then it will get on the paper, and you can glue that down. We're going to basically put a focal piece on top of it, so I don't know if it'll matter a ton, but I can. I don't know. I just kind of like it when things are fully adhered. Now, the dies that are 100% symmetrical, just will glue down really easily, regardless of which orientation you pick. But you may want to pay attention to it when it comes to anything that isn't symmetrical, like the soft serve or the larger ice cream cone here, just so it doesn't drive you too nuts. I did wind up with an extra ice cream, but it's. I think these would be. I think these just punched out like this would be super handy to just have as potential embellishments. Especially if you're working with like an ice cream paper pad and things of that nature. As you can see, because we flipped this, we're kind of gluing these things with the less pretty side up, but given, I think given what we're going for, this should look, whoops, there we go. Get it in, and that should glue down pretty nicely. Now, we're going to use this as our next piece, and I think I definitely want the darker gingham just to sort of bring it all together. And let me just grab my tape runner quick. And then this card is mostly done, to be honest. This is working off of a card sketch from Kendra Morgan's Kendra's Card Challenge, which probably by the time you see this will be back in the Kendra's Card Challenge vault, but similar to Crafty Al, she does have some Patreon perks if you want to get access to the old sketches. And here is that. Oh, I like how that looks a lot. That is really cool. There we go. And then let's get this guy stuck down. That looks great. I do really like how graphic these stamps are. Like, I want to say the quarterly release had some much more realistic ice cream cones, if that's more your jam. But I just really like sort of the sort of graphic design look. And unfortunately, we covered up one of our ice creams with getting our focal point on. But I really like how this looks. So all we really need to do is get the card onto the card base and maybe do a little bit of embellishment. Again, it's always sort of helpful to make sure you know which side of the card is the one that opens. And especially with some of these Michaels or Hobby Lobby pre-made bases, they'll sometimes have like registration stuff on the back, so that's also worthwhile looking for because it looks a little funny if you have your nicely matted card and then it has, you know, something telling you that the card base was made by Michaels. Anyway, so I think that's good. I'm going to grab one of these greenish, try one of these. Do we like the green? I kind of like the teal actually. So let's grab one of these big teal ones and stick a little embellishment here in the corner. This is also part of the quarterly release, by the way, so these should still be available in the shop. And that's what we got. I really kind of like how this thing all came together. And thanks for checking it out. If you have comments or ideas for future cards, let me know. Oh, and I wanted to show you one bonus thing you can do. So with this piece you cut out, you can actually also use this as a stencil. So in this card, I just used it as a stencil with some teal ink, and to kind of create a little more, I don't know, a little more variety, because it seemed like this green, because it was so vibrant next to all this other green, I don't know, I just wanted to add sort of another element. So I don't know, let me know, which card do you like the best? Do you like this left plane to sort of allow your eye somewhere to rest and have more of a calm vibe, or do you like it with more is more? Anyway, thanks much and have a great day.